Welcome back, Global War 1939. We are on the eve of our next game. Our opponent now is going to be Naruto. He's actually a pretty decent player. This is going to be our second game. The first game we played was more of testing. We didn't actually post it to YouTube or anything like that, but now we will for this particular game. I'm going to be taking on the role of the Axes, of course, and he's going to be taking on the role of the Allies. And the first time we played, he actually made me think quite a bit. Put me on the back heel a lot. Made me question some of my previous moves, which is a good sign for a good opponent. You definitely need them to push your limits, and that's how you get better. So it should be pretty exciting. For the strategy we're going to implement for this particular game, still thinking about that. Well, with the European Axes, we're going to stick to our go-to move, clean up Europe on round 1, and then from round 2 and 3 is just going to be a gear up, and then do our assaults on turn 4. Is that assault going to be Barbarossa, Sea Lion? We don't know. We'll have to figure it out once we get there. That kind of determines whatever the British end up doing. So that should be pretty exciting. For the Japanese, we do have 4 go-to moves for openings. And which one we're going to implement, not really sure yet. I do know 100% this whole Calcutta business of coming down, taking out Calcutta on turn 3. That's kind of not as great as before. With the newest update and the counter, there's actually a go-to counter that the FEC can do. So the Japanese, FEC can't stop the Japanese from taking Calcutta, but there is a counter attack that they certainly can do, and they should do, be prepped up for it. And they'll know, they'll see the Japanese from turn 1 if they go in Calcutta. So you'll have a couple of turns to react. And if that's the case, you definitely should. Basically, the end result is, yes, Japan will take Calcutta for 1 turn. The factory will be removed. Japan will get $20 odd for the next round. However, then the FEC will counterattack, recapture Calcutta. The Japanese just lost on a $50 worth of infantry. So the gains that they made doesn't reflect the negatives or the losses that you're going to sustain. So plus it also gives the Americans a plus 40 on their income track. So instead of rolling for an 80, now they only got to roll for a 40. Makes a whole mess of things. So we're probably going to stay away from that. There are a couple of other go-to moves the Japanese can do. We could go historical, just pile on China, and wait out for the rest of the Allies to declare war on us, instead of the other way around. This is a viable option, so we'll have to see. Or we can go, up into Russia, but maybe not. But we'll figure it out once we get there. For the layout of this particular game, so Naruto doesn't have a channel, so what we'll end up doing is that for all my turns, I'll film it and show you along the whole way. All my moves, discussion, all that stuff. For his moves, we'll probably have to do a recap. So he'll perform all of his moves, send me all the videos. I'll update the map and then give you guys overview of what the Allies did. I'll have to do a detailed overview, of course. All right, so that is it. Stay tuned. The game commences tomorrow with Germany kicking things off. All right, well, thank you for watching. Have yourself a great day.